Right, so this is great. I got this over here. I've cleared off my table. A little bit more stuff that I got to clear off over here. I wanted to dedicate maybe one of these to the ham clock. There's this other new thing that we were looking at too. So guys brought it up. Andrews brought it up on the live stream about the ham. What the heck was it? Ham what? I can't remember now. Let me pull it up. This. So this one here. Let me pull it up. Come on. Ham dashboard, I guess. Okay. So ham dashboard. Customizable ham dashboard, but so the NJECT US is one by N2MXX, but the Canadian guy has decided he's going to come out with this other one, and it's VA3HDL, and he just kind of customized it a little bit and did some different stuff to it. I have kind of glossed over the video when we did our live stream. But you have to download some stuff and then open it in the browser. I'm completely okay with the ham clock, but this is also good because you just basically click on this page here and you end up with this. It automatically knows your time. It just gives you all sorts of cool stuff. But anyway, that's what we're out here to do. But what I'm out here to do is the different Linux stuff. And so I'm on the distro watch. I've got this computer hooked to mostly stuff from Goodwill. This is a $29 computer from Goodwill. This is a keyboard from Goodwill. I'm not actually using it because I can't find the receiver. This is definitely from Goodwill. $449. I did buy the RAM and the solid state hard drive on Amazon. The monitor is from Goodwill. The Sterling speakers are from Goodwill. The router back here is a Netgear with a dead spider on it. I turned it into an access point and it feeds off of that one back there or the one in the house. I'm not really sure which one it's connected to. Doesn't really matter. We've kind of got like a network going out here. So we're downloading just different distros, and I want this pocket thing off of here. Is there a way to get rid of it? Yeah, remove. So Pocket pulls up basically targeted advertising, news, media, and stuff, and a lot of it you can't even watch for free. So it's like, I don't want this crap on my computer. So this has divided this up into several different hard drives. So 136 gigabyte and 228. Our particular drive has multiple installations of Linux on it. But what we're going to do, if I can find my other flash drive, we're going to come in here to the startup disk creator. We're going to open that. And we're going to pick a Linux. We're going to have to actually close it. Hold on. Let me go back in here. I need my my drive needs to be in there first, so hold on. Okay, so we got the drive in there. We'll click up startup creator. I think I clicked it. Do it again. Okay. So we have the choices of the different drives. The source image is going to be from whatever. We can see the different downloads. So we got Zorin. We've already tried Neptune. If we go in here in our downloads, we'll just come in here into the downloads. So we got Fedora Workstation Live. They're different ones. I don't know why it's not identifying what it is. Okay, Fedora Raw. So we got Kali Linux, Kubuntu, Linux Mint. That's the XFC. We got Lubuntu, One of them is going to be different. We did Manjaro, Manjaro KDE, XFC. We got Neptune, OpenSUSE, Oracle Linux, PC Linux OS, Zorin. Let's try this one here. RLX. This is just some random one that like happened to be at the top of the list on the distro watch. Did it select it? I don't think it did. Okay. We don't want Kubuntu. I need to figure out why it didn't do it. Okay. We just need to double click it, I guess. And maybe it doesn't like it. Yes, it does. It just doesn't highlight these things quite like I would expect it to do. Click yes. It wants my password. And it's always kind of annoying for me. I just, you know, being a Windows user mostly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually been using Linux longer than most people have, I guess, just because I'm getting older. I started using Ubuntu when it was Dapper Drake, so that was about 2004 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there. And I had tried, I started using Linux in 04 because I got a bunch of junk computers that were put out near a dumpster, and I got them working, but they either didn't have copies of operating systems, hard drives were bad, hard drives were removed, you know, whatever the case may be. And I needed something that I could use, but back in 2004, Linux was not real usable for a lot of things. The one that I remember finding the easiest to use was PC Linux OS, and a couple of other ones I got kind of working. Maybe Debian, I think. Anyway, this is going to take a while, so we'll be back when this thing is done, and then we'll boot up and do whatever. In the meantime, I'm going to fiddle around with some other stuff and see how this thing handles music while it's writing a thing here. I'm going to take some of these CDs and see if I can rip them. Another bonus thing I just found, it's called the Same Boy. It's pretty cool. Escape for menu. You can download these ROMs and play Game Boy games on here. So I was playing Mortal Kombat. It says by Nintendo. Anyway, I don't know how quickly it goes through the credits. I don't know what it would look like full screen. I'm not sure what keys do what. Anyway, let's close this out. So our disk is good. We're gonna go ahead and restart this guy, and we'll see if it'll boot from our disk. Restart. And if we don't really like anything, we won't actually install it. So, but if it's good, then I'm going to try and see how many distros can I actually put on a hard drive before we run into problems. Nothing should have changed, but it's not booting from the disk, so actually we have to go restart it. I completely forgot. So we will have to go into the BIOS, which is going to be a delete key. and then pick this as our boot device. If we don't do that, it's just not going to work. It's going to keep trying to boot to your drive. Okay, so which one is it? Is this one? Alright, then we just go over here. We click save and reset. And it shouldn't take too damn long, especially because we're booting from that. So this is going to be a lot of fun just going through all the different ones. It wasn't supposed to be Kubuntu. Interesting. Well, I already know what Kubuntu is. Interesting. Unpacking failed, invalid magic at start of compressed archive. Okay. Really weird. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit the restart, but I didn't write Kubuntu to that, I don't think. Maybe somehow it accidentally did it. But it wasn't supposed to be Kubuntu. It's this other one with a weird name that I had seen on the distro watch, and I downloaded a while ago. Yeah, so let's see what happens. It could be underneath the guides of Kubuntu, but it's not going to boot, so there's an issue with that one. So we've already found our first failure. So it gives us the option of Ubuntu and Linux Mint. I actually don't see the other one, so I'm thinking I accidentally put it on the SSD. Alright, I totally figured out what was going on, and it basically, if you're not careful, it goes to a certain one, and you have to make sure you select it inside the disk image writing thing. So we're gonna try Zorin. So I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so when it finishes, it'll look like this. We'll go ahead and click that. We'll go ahead and restart. It should be fine because I never changed the BIOS back. So as soon as it shuts down, it should try and boot from this stick here. So we'll see. The Kubuntu was an accident, but there's probably some corruption in that file also. Not all these are going to easily boot up. Just, you know, you're going to run into problems with some of them for sure. But it has reset itself somehow. I got to go into this each time. The grub menu does some weird stuff. That's what I've noticed. And so it is what it is. You wouldn't think I would have to reset it every single time, but apparently it could be the name changing of the thing. Plus now it recognizes my CD player. We got up there. The CD player was not actually plugged in. I actually had to add a cable to it. Okay, so hopefully this will work. It's getting kind of late, so I want to hurry up and get this done. So Zorin looks an awful lot like Neptune, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to say it's pretty much Debian based. Something disabled, blah blah blah. Now this is supposed to be for like older computers and stuff like that. It's supposed to run really fast, so I guess we'll see. You know, I didn't look at the clock earlier, so I don't know how long it's been doing its thing. Let's check. Checking. Casper file system. Interesting. I'll just let it check. Who cares, right? Apparently, though, that will take some time. Wow, this is ridiculous. And I did actually hit Control-C, but it didn't work. So it's been very slow to get to this point. Looks like it might actually be going slightly faster, but yeah, this has been pretty ridiculous. I don't think this is something that they normally do. It got to like about 85% and then finally skipped it. Like, what in the hell? Boy, that was really ridiculous. Kind of an interesting picture. And it's apparently still thinking. Let's go ahead and just click try. I don't know much about this one, so do we have some errors? We do. Okay, so this particular OS, let's see, we get Firefox. I don't know what this other thing is. So you get graphics, sound and video, rhythm box, cheese, I don't know what that is, videos, sound recorder. I've not heard of this particular one. I'm not going to wait for it to open. So you get home, desktop, music, pictures, and you click here, you can go all apps, backups, boot repair, calculator. Interesting. So let's see what we have for software. If we were looking for something, let's say we want OBS Studio. Okay, looks like we have it. How about SDR Connect? Oh, that's right. It won't have it on there. I forgot about that. Okay, so we'll just go through the install process really quick. I don't see any reason to use this one. It just looks like Debian. It's also not detecting my Bluetooth. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, we're waiting on it. I'll just see if I can cram it into that other drive. Just see if it'll do it. So, continue. Continue. Don't participate in census. Why not? Unmount partitions that are in use. Installer has detected the following partitions. Do you want the installer to try to unmount the partitions of these disks before continuing? If you leave them mounted, you will not be able to create, delete, or resize them. Yes. Let's see what it does. And maybe I'll go click that. Taking too long. The current computer has multiple operating systems on it. What would you like to do? Install Zorin alongside them. Continue. I don't think I want it on the peppermint one. We got peppermint over here. Let's get out of this drive. I want it. Is it not gonna let me? It's not seeing my other drive. So it looks like you may only be able to add, like in this method, it looks like you might be only able to add like two Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and quit this because I don't want it on here. So anyway, just, you know, real quick thing on the Zorin. It just looks like Debian, so I'm not gonna sit here and test it too much. It doesn't have everything that I would want. Let me see if it has Amarok. If it doesn't have that, it's like Amarok. So it doesn't have that, and I think it's just using Rhythm Box. So also, I think this might be the GNOME desktop. I'm thinking it's got the Bracero thing, which is for CDs, which is cool. Every version of Linux seems to have different stuff. What do you got for sound and video? Yeah, it's just Rhythm Box. So, I mean, I don't have a reason to run this thing. So, anyway, that is Zorin on the live disk, guys.